What's up, everyone? So I'm back. Yesterday, if these plans go well with how I'm posting these videos, you saw that I posted a video on looping, cognitive function looping. And today I'm posting this video to explain an algorithm that I kind of follow with when it comes to cognitive function and personal development. So the whole thing focuses on developing your auxiliary function. The algorithm that I believe follows is that when you develop your auxiliary function, then your inferior function starts to kind of get pretty much the remnants. I think of it as like feeding a baby, even though your auxiliary function is not a baby, but just bear with me. You're feeding a child and the crumbs start falling to the floor, and then your inferior function could represent the dog that's coming to eat the crumbs off of the floor. The more that you're feeding your child, the more crumbs that are falling to the floor, and then the more your inferior function, or the dog, is eating and then becoming fatter itself. So of course the baby's always going to be stronger, but the dog is still growing too. And then your tertiary function is only going to be as strong as your auxiliary function is going to be as strong. It's not going to be equally as strong, but the stronger that your auxiliary function becomes, then the stronger your tertiary function becomes, because there's always going to be a polarity, such as like mine being NI-SE. So the stronger that my NI becomes, the more that I allow my NI to grow and develop, then the more my SE is also going to become a lot stronger. And the more that I focus on my NI, then the more that my TI, even though it's inferior, is also going to grow as well. And so that being said, once you're focusing on your auxiliary function, then you're in a way allowing yourself to develop all of your functions, because then instead of focusing on, okay, today I'm going to focus on developing my NI as an ENFJ, and then I'm going to focus on developing my SE, and then I'm going to focus on developing my TI. When you're focusing on developing your NI, then as an ENFJ, so just an example, then your inferior function is still going to be getting those crumbs that you're giving the baby, and the dog is now receiving. And then the tertiary is also going to be getting, because once again, it's a polarity. SE and NI work together. FE and TI work together. So FE, the dominant function for the ENFJ, you're already good at it, but you can still always develop it. And so the more that you are allowing yourself to develop your auxiliary function, then it's also going to be developing your dominant function, because your auxiliary is going to be what's keeping you centered. Your auxiliary is going to be what helps you to either slow down if you're an extrovert so that you can make better decisions, or to, kind of like get into action if you're an introvert so that you can make better decisions. That's, of course, in a nutshell. But yeah, the whole school of thought is focus on your auxiliary function. If you focus on your auxiliary function, then the algorithm will play out in that certain type of way. Just to kind of like segue a little bit, a lot of people believe in developing your shadow functions. I personally, I'm not coming for anybody who does believe in that, but I personally don't really believe in that. I believe that all of us have been given the 4 functions in our immediate stack for our lifetime, and it already takes like about a lifetime to develop them, and we're just not really called, in my opinion. Like, I don't think that personally, as a Christian that believes in God and everything, I don't believe that God called us to develop all 8 of the functions. I believe that he wants us to be able to rely on other people. He created us for relationship with other people. And so if I, as an ENFJ, I don't have any of the functions that people in the Delta Quadra for socionics, so that's people that are NFPs and STJs, I don't have any of their functions in my stack. But I can go find somebody in that quadra, and I can kind of delegate tasks to them that would need FI. I could delegate tasks to them that would need sort of TE, SI, NE, those types of things. And of course, I can go to somebody in alpha if I need NE as well, or, somebody in gamma if I need FI, stuff like that. We're not really supposed to have everything, because we are supposed to focus on what we do have, develop that so that you can show up the best that you can on your team. when you're looking at basketball games, you don't have somebody who's just like, you can be like well-rounded, sure, but you don't have somebody who's like, oh no, he's just good at like everything. You know what I mean? You don't make the team. You know what I mean? You have to be able to have other people who, okay, this person's good at foul shots. This person's good at shooting, like 3-pointers. This person's good at taking it to the hole, stuff like that. So in a sense, you should know the skills that you are really good at. You should make sure that they can rely on you. Your team can rely on you for those skills. And then that way, hopefully they're doing what they're doing, and then you can rely on them for their skills. And I think that makes a pretty great team. So yeah, that's my short kind of explanation on what my cognitive function algorithm is that I believe, which is, in a sense, develop that auxiliary function. The more that you develop that auxiliary function, then the better that you're going to be presented in the world, and the more that your team members, humanity in a way, whether it's your coworkers or your family, whoever's relying on you, the better that you can be able to help them. So yeah, that's about all. If you guys want coaching, discipleship, whatever, then make sure to access the links in the description below where you can book a session with me, or you can email me directly with what you want. My email is in the description as well. And make sure to leave comments, questions, concerns. And yeah, I think that'll be all. Thanks. Done.